Hey guys, it is Iladria here, and I had to get this video done. I had to get this video done before the patch hit at 5 o'clock in the morning. So right now, it is 4 in the morning here in Colorado, and we're just gonna get down to the bare nitty and gritty today. First video on the channel, so it's not gonna be very long because I want to keep it very up there. So we're going to be focusing on the warrior today, and my warrior is Fury, and we are going to be doing basically, in essence, kind of a guide. So what I am doing today is I'm going to be going over your rotation, your build, your macros, your glyphs, and your talents. So once my computer loads this up here, we can begin. Okay, so here we are in Storm Shield for the Alliance. Woohoo! Alright, so let's start out with your talents. These are based on my talents that I have and based on what I use. Not everybody has these same talents or wants to use the same talents. Me personally, this is what I use on a day-to-day basis. This is how I use them, and this is what I do. So for my level 15 talent, I normally use double time, because having that against mages or like hunters or something is really nice, because I don't have heroic loot macroed or key binded to anything, and I don't have razor model, so it makes everything really hard. So I mainly just click on that if I have to, but I use double time. Mainly, it is recommended you use Juggernaut, so that's really nice. Really, level 30, there's only one option. There's enraged regeneration. You are going to need that. I'll explain why later. Now this is really up to you. I mean, level 45 is really up to you. I prefer sudden death because what it does is you have a chance on any attack to get a sudden death proc, which gives you an execute, which can actually come in really handy when you're killing things. Level 60, they really all suck. So the one I'm basically going to recommend for you always, or for anybody really, is what I normally use, is Stormbolt. Only because you can focus it at a target, you can focus it and use it. So that really helps. Moving on to your level 75 talent, it's really up to you again. Personally, Mass Spell Reflection isn't the best ability out there. Safeguard is basically like Intervene. You don't really need it because you already have one. I like to use Vigilance because I can cast it on my healer or someone in my group to avoid them taking damage. Now this one is really up to you. Level 90 is really up to you. I normally like to use Avatar and Bladestorm. I never use Bloodbath. I've only used Bloodbath a couple of times, but that's against like Turbo. That's like against another Turbo Cleave or something. But these are really just up to you, because Avatar is really nice when you got Recklessness popped up, because it stacks the damage on top of Recklessness. So you get, what is it? A 50% increase in damage and an enrage proc, or an enraged passive, so it gets really up there. Really, people like to go with Anger Management and Siegebreaker. I personally, for Fury, like to go with Anger Management. That's just the only, Siegebreaker. That's the only way to go for me, because with that second charge in Siegebreaker, it really hits really hard. So now let's go over your glyphs. Basically, what I normally do is I normally use Spec with Shattering Throw, Unending Rage, and Rallying Cry. the reason I choose these talents is because this increases my mana pool, or my rage pool, by 20. So basically, instead of 100, it gives me 120. So that's really nice. So it lets me get up there. Rallying Cry just gives me, the Glyph of Rallying Cry just gives me 20% leech, and it gives me an extra 20% while Rallying Cry is active on my enrage regeneration to be used. And this is another important thing for enrage regeneration ability I was talking about, because when paired with Rallying Cry, you can heal up super fast, and also it's really helpful in 2s or 3s against certain comps when you're really low on health and your healer is really low on health and they need health, and all you, like, say if you're a druid, you know, they go into tree form and they're low on health, you pop that and then you pop enrage generation on yourself so you can sustain somewhat of your health, and they can heal up instantly really quickly. So that's that. Basically these last 3 are really up to you. Really, they're just like, what do I do with these? So I use Glyph of Blazing Trail. It leaves a nice little fire thing behind me. This just, Glyph of Intimidating Shout, just makes people stay in place when you use Intimidating Shout, but I only use that when I don't have Siege Breaker spec. And then Burning Anger is really cool. It just sets your character on fire, and I love it. Alright, so now we're going to go over the build of your character. Now, mind you, I have some pieces mixed and matched, because, you know, I've gotten pieces in RBGs and misbought pieces, and, you know, I'm still learning my warrior kind of thing. Excuse me. This is the only thing I really have wrong with my character at the moment. Everything else is correct, except the trinket. Now, this is really where it comes in important to me, because, hold on here. Wrong trinket, wrong spot. Okay. Basically, this is where it comes down to your overall damage abilities and whatnot. I normally, your strength is really nice because your attack power, and your attack power, right down here, increases the damage of melee weapons by a certain amount. So that's really nice to have. I don't really normally go any above anything else, but it just let it stack up by itself. But here's what your stat enhancements are normally supposed to be. These are just what I have right now. I have Critical Strike, Mastery, Versatility, and Multi-Strike. So what I do is I build or stack Critical Strike up past 20%, because if it's up past 20%, it gives you a 50-50 chance to, when you use Bloodthirst, to get a Raging Blow. So that's really nice, and I normally do that because it gives you that 50-50 chance. So when that helps, it's really nice. When you don't get a proc, normally it's really cool because you can use Berserker Rage to get that. Now for your Mastery, my character is in all Mastery gear, as it is, because, you know, she was arms at the beginning of Warlords of Draenor. So, you know, she's been arms, and I recently just went to Fury, and I'm having a blast with it. Anyway, so I have my Mastery up at 147% normally in arms, but in Fury it's at 36%, and that jumps up to 47% when I'm in combat. So what that does is, the reason I like to have it so high normally is because when I'm enraged, in Fury spec, it gives me 15% damage, and then with that Mastery, it gives it another however much you have on top of it. So, you know, it's really up there, and it really hits hard. I mean, it really hits hard. So then my Versatility, I don't normally stack this because I really have no use for it. But it is nice to have when you're running with a group comp or whatever. Normally, I like to keep it about 10%, you know, as You know, most people don't. Most people do or don't. I don't. That's really entirely up to you. But I normally keep it above 10%. My multi-strike is normally, I really use that for arms because, you know, arms is more of a cleave spec, AoE cleave. So, you know, that's really, it's really just the thing. If you wanna, you can take it kind of thing. Now, here is the rotation I normally follow. This is my normal rotation. I start out with a charge. Get a bloodthirst in there. When my bloodthirst goes, I'll use my raging blow, and I'll use my bloodthirst again, and then wild strike. You know, do that same thing over again. You know, if my execute procs, I'll hit it. You know, and then like, see, it proc again. Like, let's say I didn't get an execute proc or bloodthirst proc, so I get that. Now this is what I'm talking about with those avatar and recklessness. So I have those popped. I hit my execute, siege breaker, you know, do my all regular full death combos. So basically what it just stacks the damage and you just go frickin' nuts with it. Yeah, so basically if you hit whirlwind while before you hit raging blow, it gives you a meat cleave. What that does is it can strike up to an extra target. So let's just say I have a meat cleaver of 2 and it strikes 2 targets right there, here and there. So that's really nice. Now another tip for playing Fury is normally when you play Fury, you want to keep your rage above 25. So, and Wild Strike is mainly your going to be mainly your rage spender, and it is really nice because it just gets you up there and it helps you kick ass. And that's basically that. That's really all you need to worry about. I'm not going to go too into depth with the warrior and how to play them. I mean, it's really up to you. You can play your character how you want to play it. Normally, people start out in defensive stance. You know, that's entirely okay. I start out in battle stance because I can instantly go and start whooping ass. I'm deciding if I want to try to duel this person. I'm probably going to lose because, you know, I don't normally do very many duels. And I really don't care for them. So, here we go. Like I said, you know, so they're at this point. You know, I'm going ham.
Finish him.
Waiting for her to pop back up. Because as soon as she does, she's dead. Oh hey, she's trying to heal. I didn't even notice her.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Like I said, you get into the nitty gritty. You have a blast with it. I mean, warrior is a really fun spec. See, I told you I'd lose. But yeah, so that's basically in essence what I do and how I do it. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I will leave a description and whatnot on basically what you do. Thank you for this priest for healing. If you watch it, you're awesome. Thank you so much. You're a kick-ass priest. Basically, anyway. Leave a thumbs up if you liked. Hate is more than welcome, but it is not preferred anyway. Share the shit out of this video, and have a good night, guys, or good morning, one of the two. Anyway, peace out, guys.